the irresistible offer that we talked
Yeah.
about. So, all right.
Well, hey Scott, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just driving home from my job, dreaming of ways to. Spelling out escape doesn't sound very, very good, but yeah, had a really great day at work. Had some downtime, and I watched a training by Russell Brunson, Lord Brunson, may his name be revered, called Product Secrets. And it was a super cool training. And basically, he talked about, the hook was 21 ways to easily or quickly create a product. And he was talking about how products, you stack them together to create offers. And no matter what you're selling, you need to be selling an offer. And this is the previous conversation we had today. We were talking about how to give Scott's relationship coaching packages, make them sexy and irresistible. Is that right, Scott?
Correct.
So this is perfect timing. I've been wanting to watch this training for a while, and I had a chance to today. And he really just laid out the framework for ways to just totally enhance the value of whatever it is you're selling. So if you're selling this one thing, and it could be anything, it could be a service, it could be a product, it could be one-on-one, it could be an event, that different ways you can use info products and the different ways that those are produced to enhance that into an offer. And
can you explain info product?
okay, info product is simply you're selling information, and information can be delivered in different ways. So you're selling the same thing, but the way it's consumed is different. And so he talked about ways to sell the written word, ways to sell the spoken word, and then ways to sell video. And then kind of on top of that was also how you can repurpose other stuff and put them into software products, into live events, and things like that. So he gave the example that he developed the concept, the perfect webinar. And the perfect webinar is this way that over time he figured out is the best, most efficient, most high converting way to sell high ticket or more complex things. And he figured this out. He created a webinar. He created a front end info product where it's basically him explaining the perfect webinar over video, screen capture. And then they also get the perfect webinar printout, some written material. So basically the notes of his written webinar training. So that was one product, and he said they've made millions of dollars selling that product. Well, then as years went on, he wrote the book Expert Secrets. And Expert Secrets is basically a book with a different hook that builds upon the concepts of the perfect webinar. So the core information is still the perfect webinar, but he's now packaged it as a book, given it a different hook, and a different hook has a different appeal to different people. So, you know, if I'm halfway through Expert Secrets, but it didn't really occur to me that this is basically an in-depth training on how to do the perfect webinar. And now that he said it, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Totally is. It's the same content, just repurposed, packaged, hooked differently. And then what was the third thing? There's a third way that what?
I love how it is fascinating and entertaining and I don't know, mind blowing how he sells what he sells what he's selling you while he's selling it. I don't know. Does that make sense? It's like the only business in the world where, you know, just do what I'm doing to you right now. And you're paying me to to try to get other people to pay you to do this. You're already paying me, so it's like there's something about it that feels like so.
He's
like
selling to you while he's teaching you how to sell.
Yeah, and somehow it's like I feel like I'm getting screwed, but I like it.
Like, yes. Oh, here's the kicker. So, all right. So he has his front end product, which he sells for under $50. It's his perfect webinar thing. And then he has Expert Secrets, which he sells for like, you know, he gives you the book, he says, but you're essentially paying $8 out of pocket to get the book. And then the upsells on Expert Secrets are just him doing video courses teaching the topics in the book, right? And then there's, I think, yeah, essentially that's what it is. And then here's the part that like really blew my mind. He's like, now my Inner Circle Mastermind and my 2 Comma Club X Mastermind. So Inner Circle, although it's been discontinued or it's been put on hold, was 25, and then he was charging $50,000 a year, right? So basically personal access to Russell, you know, like a timeshare. You're buying a timeshare of Russell Brunson's brain. And he said the stuff that we talk about in our mastermind groups, hint, hint, it's the perfect webinar. It's Expert Secrets. It's all the same content, but it's delivered in a different way. So for the do-it-yourselfer, you can buy literally the $8 book and just immerse yourself in the concepts, apply it, and have the same results, hypothetically, as the person who paid $50,000 a year to immerse themselves in the face-to-face teaching of Russell, teaching the Expert Secrets concepts. So I'm like, wow.
Well, you could say the same thing for Tony Robbins and probably lots of others, but I'm more familiar with Tony. That, you know, you go to this week-long date with Destiny, and it's like $5,000, if I remember right. And it's essentially the same stuff that he talks about everywhere else, but you're so immersed in it, you're getting an entirely different experience. You
gotta raise your standards. Jump up. Rub your neighbor's shoulders.
Wow, that is a really good impression. Do some more.
I've been watching a lot of Tony Robbins YouTube videos. You gotta have a why, then you'll figure out your how. I'll stop now. Sorry. You have a strong enough why, you can figure out your how. Anyway, TR, much respect. So, and then here's the part at the end where I had my aha moment. So, you have to watch the training, by the way. It's super good. It's in FunnelFlix, which is the high-end ClickFunnels membership. It's in there for free. But he said if you start with the back end first, so let's say hypothetically you do a live event, right? So you do a live workshop or you do a live conference, right? Let's use Tony Robbins. He could take that week-long date with Destiny, that $5,000 experience, and he could videotape himself, all the sessions, everything, right? Breakouts, whatever. Then he can have somebody extract the audio, right? And now you have the video series, the MP3 series, and then you can have somebody transcribe all the audio, edit it, and turn it into book, right? And then that book could be, or then you can take the bullets from the book, you can put that into a PowerPoint slide, you can teach over the PowerPoint slide, so it's the date with Destiny principles, you know, and in-depth training. You know, it just it's all delivering the same content, but you're giving you're appealing to different people. I like to consume books on audio. It's hard for me to sit and read a book. I like to consume information via, you know, YouTube. So, right, and then you can extract you can extract snippets of it, and you can give that away for free. You know, so if a lot of Russell was saying a lot of people think they try and start with like the low end of the value ladder, you know, the free lead magnet, the free book, the free booklet, the whatever, and they try and build up, you know, it's gonna take me all this time to get to this point where I have a live event. No, start with the back end first. Start with the high value, high touch stuff, and then you can extract and work backwards. So for you, there you could do a lot by having like a weekend workshop with couples, you know, filming that, having breakout sessions, you know, whatever. And you
Well,
can,
I think I'm on the right track with Awaken Man. First thing I did for Awaken Man is sell a $2,500 mastermind. Then I broke it down into a coaching package. My next step is to do a subscription membership, and next step is to do a online course. We do want to turn that into a book at some point. So
yeah,
I think
so
I'm on the
just,
right track there.
yeah, I mean, it's the same core content, and you started with the back end first, which is good. And then we can go through in one of our mastermind meetings, our funnel flow mastermind meetings, which everybody should be part of.
Available at funnelflow.io
/apply.
Okay.
If you're interested, take it or leave it. And we could see what of these 21 different ideas that we could plug your high value content into. You know, how could we repurpose? So you have how many months is your mastermind? The 3 months?
3.
Yeah, I mean, and they're all recorded meetings, right?
Yeah.
Right, and I know there's some confidentiality stuff, so we don't want to like expose people, but I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in there which is good for general use.
Yeah, I did take a snippet of about 15 minutes of session 4 and put it on YouTube as a sample that I can share with prospective members. And it just it does have, as far as I know, there's nothing confidential on it.
Do you have them sign some sort of like release that you can use their face, and how do you navigate that? Yeah,
probably could. Yeah, but I mean, it would kind of defeat the purpose of it's a confidential environment. The thing that would be perfect for what we're talking about here is I do foresee in the near future a one-day mastermind event where you're going to get the whole 3-month program in one day, or it could be 2 days, a weekend event. Yeah, that would be perfect to get an actual, like it might be worth investing in, you know, some actual video people with post-production and all that, and
right,
and get that documented and have those people sign a release and maybe get some video testimonials while we're doing it.
Yeah, and just I mean, you could even make it a free or severely discounted event because you're going to be basically using it for your next Netflix special. And
but I'm going to make those suckers pay.
Well, yeah, I know, but like there has to be a value exchange.
I'm going to whip out this wallet and I'm going to say,
feel it.
Pay. I got money I need to put in this wallet.
I got bills on bills. All right, so that's the primer. So let's talk about your irresistible offer, where we're at right now with your relationship coaching. What's your hook? Let's talk about that, and let's apply some of this teaching to your current situation.
All right. Well, there's 2 that we could talk about. One is the free session landing page that we talked about. That would be like a continuation of our last Zoom video. Should we go there, or should we talk about what we were talking about earlier today?
Let's resume that conversation.
All right. So the irresistible offer, where we left it last time, for the yourpeacefulmarriage.com/session. We were talking about how currently it's sort of limited. It's kind of lacking because all it says is get a free coaching session.
Right.
So to make that offer irresistible, you and I had talked about, okay, let's put a morning routine of high performing couples, video teaching of that routine with the daily tips, and sexy conversation starters for next date night, and the questions or the relational closeness exercise. It's 36 questions that are guaranteed, scientifically proven to increase relational closeness.
I just had a thought. I don't know if it's going to derail the conversation, but I'm thinking of it from the framework that Russell has like one thing he delivers, okay? And then he splices it up into, it's like one sexy hook, delivers on that hook, and then he splices it up in different ways and delivers it different ways, right?
Okay.
You follow me? So what if, and then going back to who our target client is, your dream client, it'd be the high performing couple who is willing to invest to take it to the next level, right?
Right.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Or do you have something more specific?
Yeah, I mean, I think for this landing page, the person that goes to this landing page is somebody who we've already talked to, and we're just telling them go there as your next step. Or they heard us talking on social media, and we gave the call to action to go to here. So they're not going to be any total strangers that come to here. They've heard from us in one way or another, but they haven't engaged as a client yet. And yes, we do want them to go from there to eventually taking one of our, either our $600, $1,000, or $2,000 monthly coaching package.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is some schleppy couple that doesn't really, that is happy just to watch TV at night, doesn't take care of themselves, etc. They're not the type that. You hear me?
Okay, now you're back. They're not the type that would what?
So my theory is the target clients that you want to attract are the high-performing couple who is willing to invest several $1,000s a month at the top end into their relationship, right?
Yeah.
Either to save it or grow it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not going to be some schleppy couple that's, not focused on personal development.
Yeah, and also we're not a good fit for the person who says, "Hey, do you take my health insurance?" We don't work with those people either.
Yeah, the bargain hunters, right?
Yeah.
Like myself currently, not forever, but eventually.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like, what if everything, all the bonuses are something like, let's give it some let's time together, and basically everything you're telling me, the morning routine, the closeness connection, the date night, sexy conversation starters. Like, if I were to like conceptualize a perfect day relationally, it would have all these different components, right? It has a solid morning routine, goal-directed conversation, sexy conversation starters for the evening, right? Things to talk about at dinner that, to move the needle forward.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect day, right? Because I know, being married, there are so many days that are like hit or miss, and it would be nice just to have like a slam dunk day.
Yeah.
Right? Like at the end of it,
Design.
Yes, like the perfect designed relationship day where at the end of the night, after you've done it 3 times, you're like, yeah, that was good. That was the perfect day, right?
It was just okay after the 2 times, but after the 3rd time, now I've arrived.
I'm rolling over and going to bed, and I'm okay with it because I've earned it. And you're so exhausted and fulfilled, you don't care anymore either.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect day. So like, what if that's what it was? Like, I don't know, like, I'm just thinking of a sexy hook, like the perfect day. And what if this were a bundle where, you know, the bonus, it's not just all these unrelated things, it's the high performing couples perfect day, we got to work on the headline, but it's all these things together that if you systematically work through this, you know, your morning routine, your conversation starters, your devotion, meditation, and have your data ideas, relationship inspirations, and it's like, man, all those follow through, and you have your you know, intimacy tips from that video series that we bundle with it. It's like, man, this is amazing. This is the perfect day. So that's kind of what I conceptualize, tying it together. You know, it's the same stuff. You're just adding a hook to it, a headline that, you know, and you're gonna get, you know, so you're gonna get a free session, and you're gonna get our perfect day package completely free. And it's everything you need, start to finish, to have the perfect day with your significant other. And it includes blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, let me tell you what Tanya's feedback was before we
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm inspired by Brunson.
All right. So I just reviewed what you and I talked about last time, and she liked it, but wanted to change a couple of things. She said, it sounds like too much. So she's like, I would just do, like, get rid of the morning routine of high performing couples and the video teaching of that routine. She said, those are good, but we would have to create those. The other stuff, you can have that stuff up this afternoon. So she said, on sign up, besides getting your free coaching session, all you're gonna get is the sexy conversation starters and the relational closeness exercise. So that it's just those three things: the session and the sexy conversation starters and the exercise. Then, so it's not so overwhelming. She said, if I went to that, I would be overwhelmed, or if I signed up for it, I'd get so much stuff, it would just shut me down and I wouldn't do anything else. So I wouldn't want somebody to get overwhelmed. Let's just give them a couple of things to go. So that was her first thing. And then her other thing was, she said, maybe at the top you could have a flashing warning, and with an asterisk. The big warning at the top, the asterisk directs you to the bottom to the small print. Most couples see a dramatic and positive increase in satisfaction and fulfillment by doing this routine, right? So the warning at the top, and it says, only do this if you want to see a spark in your marriage, and then sign up.
So kind of like on our funnelflow.io/apply landing page, there's an attention bar on top. Is that what she's talking about?
Let me see.
Why don't you screen share that one, Scott?
Okay. Funnel.
Oh, well, it's under searchlogic.io right now.
Oh, okay.
By the time this video is live, it'll be funnelflow.io.
Search Logic. Oh, there we go. Screen share. Hold on, let me close out all my porn sites first. Okay, sharing. All right, attention. Yeah, does it have the ability to make that attention flash?
No, I will not make a flashing banner, nor is it able to.
Okay. Yeah, but something like that. So it's a warning, only do this if you want to see a spark in your marriage. And then maybe an asterisk that, the fine print at the very bottom of the page, it says, Most couples see a dramatic. You know what the thought was is what if we did? What if we made it like this is a prescription drug, and with every prescription drug, they always have the fine print at the bottom that says you'll experience like even up to death if you do this. So our fine print would say most couples see a dramatic increase and positive increase in satisfaction, marital satisfaction and fulfillment, and just make a whole list of disclaimers of all the horrible good things that will happen if you take this drug. So that was her thought. Just simplify it and maybe jazz it up with that. And then she also said, or as she said that, I said, you know what? I kind of see your point. And what we could do is once we have their email, we can always still offer them the morning routine later on and the video teaching. We could get them to opt into that later, but not overwhelm them with it up front.
Well, there's also the concept of feeding your list. I mean, I think you should be nurturing your list because there are going to be people who do the free session and then they disappear. And so you still want to be providing value to them. You've captured their email. You want to be giving them value, things they can implement. And, when things change or their timing or availability or finances, they'll reconnect with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, what do you think about the funnel flow badge real quick while you're there, and then we'll finish
funnel
this.
Flow badge. Funnel flow badge. Where is
it's a funnel flow mastermind. I'm calling it the badge because it's not really a logo. It's the box.
The box. Okay. Yeah. I didn't really see it. I just saw. I didn't really see it as an icon or badge.
It's not. It's.
I mean, it looks good.
I'm just geeking
I wouldn't
to
call
my
it
funnel building because.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clean? Do you think the site is clean?
Yeah, site looks great. Yeah. Yeah, love it. I think as far as a logo or badge, we need to go on Canva and get something a little more icon-y looking.
Yeah. Once we make some money, once you go to funnelflow.io/apply and we vet you and we charge you millions of dollars to be part of our little secret club, then we'll pay for a logo.
All those people are looking at this page right now and they're thinking, what are you guys talking about? This logo is amazing.
Like, it's not even a logo. I did some like tweaks in ClickFunnels to make it feel like a logo. That's all.
Wow.
So that's not an image file. So don't be impressed by my funnel building skills. Don't be impressed. Okay, so yeah, I see Tanya's point. She doesn't want to be overwhelming. I don't know how to balance that with the whole making it irresistible. But we can test it.
Her point was that is irresistible. You want to be irresistible without being overwhelming.
Well,
I mean, she to her credit, she said, you're going to give a free appointment and then you're going to give sexy conversation starters and guaranteed relational closeness exercise. Who's not going to want to put their email and phone number in for that?
Yeah, I guess it's as long as it's a sweet e-cover, I think that's good. You're getting 3 things and you're getting it for free.
All right.
That's pretty good. You're getting a one-on-one. You know what? Maybe. Okay, so a one-on-one is what, $250 normally?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so let's just. Okay. Why don't we put it in like an offer stack format? So like it's $250, and then those 2 workbooks will value them at what, I don't know, $27 or something. And then so we'll add that up and we'll say, that amount, close to $300, $325 value for free.
Okay. So another thing, just a slight modification that maybe we could do live here. I had a buddy sign up for it, and then on the confirmation page, he had some ideas.
On what? Oh, your relationship sign up?
Yeah, yeah, the one we were just talking about. What is it called?
It's your MA under Scott Landis, MA.
Free session lead magnet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. So the assessment upsell page. Okay, so what he said is, wait, this is confusing. I just signed up for a free thing, and it looks like I'm immediately being sold. Now I could see his point was maybe if you just like put a little more spacing between the thank you black lettering and the make the most red lettering, if there's more spacing, then that would give the eye a chance to settle on, okay, I did get a confirmation, and now this is something more. So somehow putting some more space in there, or some kind of dividing thing. What are your thoughts? What could we do there?
I could see that. Does he realize he just got funneled? And he's like rejecting that?
No, he knew ahead of time he was getting funneled. He was just thinking, his eye, it was just feedback, right? He said, my eye went straight to the video, the relationship assessment and action plan. Wait, no. So he's like, is that what I signed up for? Or wait, it's 147.
Got it.
I thought it was
Okay.
free, and got confused.
All right, let's do a live ninja edit. So go
All right.
Stay on that page. Yeah.
Stay on this page?
Yeah.
This is just the preview page.
Okay, so go to edit.
Uh-huh. Doopy-doopy-doo. All right.
And then under that element, so hover over the thank you. You'll see the little orange plus sign.
Yeah.
Hit that.
Yeah.
Add element. And then scroll down, you should see something that says divider. Page divider or divider.
Divider.
There you go. Click it. Right? And then let's see, hit the gear on the divider, and then add a little space with the slider.
Okay, I like that.
And then above the headline, thank you, click the gear icon. Click the gear icon of the thank you, and then add a little more space, so it's like, that's kind of what the eye lands on. There you go.
Okay. So thank you for reserving your free session. How about, can I exclamation point that?
Yeah, do that.
Okay. And check your email for booking instructions. Okay. Oh wait, give me a space right in there. Is that okay? What do you think of that?
Hold on a second.
I like how you added a little envelope icon. Fancy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like the space.
You don't like the space?
No.
Take it away. Like that?
Yeah. It's one thought. It's one instruction. Hit save and preview.
That didn't seem to do anything.
Here, close that preview page and then open it again.
Hit preview again.
Did you hit save?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit preview.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. That's better.
All right. Make the most of this session by taking an in-depth relationship assessment before we meet. He also suggested that because the screen doesn't quite fit, he said, can you make this video image smaller so that you can see the price when you're right here. You know, see it's below the fold. You have to scroll all the way down here before you see the price, and then you're cut off from what you're paying for. So could we get that smaller? Or
well, why do we want
somehow?
to? We don't necessarily want to show them the price up front. We want them to hear the value, and then the price makes sense.
Yeah, but okay. So down here, I'm looking at the price. What am I buying? I don't know. Up
Okay,
here.
well, I would just delete the price then, because if you scroll
Okay.
down, the price
Yeah.
is clearly posted.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you want people to look for the price, they're gonna have to sift through all your content. If you want them to buy the milk, they're gonna have to walk all the way through your store.
Right. Okay. So so delete this.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? Do you think that's an enhancement?
No, I think it's logical.
Okay, cool. All right, save that. Preview that. Okay, yeah, now I love it.
Preview to the top. Nice.
There you go.
Okay, that's good.
No more confusion. Now the whole included with this offer covers everything. Boom. All right. Now that settles that. Now I just need to get out of here, and I need to put the new. Do you want me to do that?
What?
Put the irresistible offer on page 1 here, or do we want to cover other stuff right now?
Well, I'm gonna have to redesign the slide for the page. So
Okay.
We have your funnel, the document in our. We have a working document, right, in Google Docs on.
Yeah, I think so.
On this funnel, free offer funnel or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just put the notes in there, and then when I get to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to cancel my subscription of my e-cover maker.
Oh really?
Is that something you guys could subscribe to or something? Or can we do that through Canva? Because I know Billy has it. Billy has a Canva. Don't we have a Canva login with Billy?
Yeah, I've been using Canva a lot. Let's see.
Can we do ebook covers on Canva?
Book cover. Looks like that's the 3-dimensional rendering is the thing that probably doesn't do. Ebook cover, let's see. Yeah, just a 2-dimensional one on Canva.
It doesn't do the 3D rendering.
Yeah. Just 2D. Okay. So you're saying we need a what's it called?
My e-cover maker.
My e-cover maker.
It's not necessary. I mean, it's like, depending on the subscription, $15 to $20 a month. But it's helpful. Something about that that 3D cover is just appealing.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
As opposed to just a flat graphic of whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so in summary, we've simplified yet made it irresistible as well.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate that.
So can we go back to then the one we were talking about earlier today?
Which was?
So I'm going to share my screen again. So we got the accelerated transformation, the complete transformation, and then I got to do this. Okay, so this is the final view of the accelerated transformation. I'm actually going to have this printed out for my Wednesday appointment and offer this triplicate of choice. We got a $2,000, a $1,000, and a $595 offer for these guys.
Nice, that's good. Bronze, silver, gold.
Yeah. So the 24-hour crisis prevention management coaching package is $4,880 value, and you pay $2,000. And the other one is $3,130 value, and you pay $1,000. So in a way, it almost looks like, because the only difference between the two is the 24-hour crisis support $950 value. Other than that, they're identical. Is that enough separation of difference of package to justify an extra $1,000?
Okay, let's think about. So
Something's off. I said the value's $950, but I'm charging an extra $1,000.
So basically, the difference between the two is basically unlimited phone support. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
So
basically, do you want to? It's basically unlimited. This 24-hour crisis support, really, what it technically is unlimited appointments. I mean, you can talk to me every day, a couple times a day, if you really need it.
Why don't you call it that then? Because, I mean, realistically, how many people are going to take you up on that?
What, call it daily appointments?
Yeah. I don't know the market, but
Is that more compelling than 24-hour?
It's more real. Like 24-hour is like 24/7. It's kind of lost its power because everybody uses it,
So daily crisis support. I don't really, yeah, you're right. It actually does communicate, I think, so every day I'm going to call you instead of the old standard, I can get a hold of you anytime. Okay, sure. I kind of want them to be like, okay, sure. Rather than thinking, okay, every single day I am going to call you. Because that gets freaking annoying, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, so for the top end, it's
Did I lose you?
scheduled weekly mini session.
Hey, I lost you for a little bit there. So schedule a weekly mini session, and I didn't hear anything before that.
Okay, so we're talking about the top end, right?
Okay, yes.
So it's a one-on-one with both husband, spouse. Wait, so it's a one-on-one couples each week, right? And then it's a one-on-one individually with you, a mini session each week, right? Plus, and then the question is this 24-hour access to you is the big differentiator between the two packages.
Yeah.
What if you delete the weekly mini session? What if you just say unlimited daily? You could just call it like a daily mini sessions as needed?
Well, yeah. Well, I
As
think
needed.
daily sessions as needed. Daily. Well, a mini session. Okay, we need to define terms because they do need a weekly scheduled. I want to be on the schedule, right?
Right.
So both packages include, hey, every Tuesday at 10, Caleb, you and I are talking. Every Wednesday at 7, we got both of you in the office.
Right.
And Tanya will talk to your wife on Thursday at 2. Right? So that's all scheduled. That's the what we're currently calling weekly one-on-one mini session. But the difference would be every day you text me in the morning and say, hey, would you have time to chat today? And I say, you know what? I do have time at 2 o'clock. I'll call you then. And you could do that every single day. So I don't know if we need a different term for both of those things.
Right.
So
Okay.
one is
So it's a
weekly
weekly mini
scheduled.
session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, what if we call it just a weekly one-on-one session,
Okay.
and then it's unlimited mini sessions as needed?
Unlimited mini sessions as needed instead of 24-hour crisis support.
No. Daily mini sessions as needed. For me, daily sounds more higher value than unlimited, because there's a lot of unlimited things in my life I don't use.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yep. Okay. So we have weekly couples session, weekly husband one-on-one session, weekly wife one-on-one session, daily mini sessions as needed, ongoing tech support.
Unlimited text support.
Unlimited tech support.
That sounds a little more robust.
All right. So weekly couple sessions are $1,000 value, one-on-one session. Should I stipulate that the time, weekly husband 30-minute one-on-one session or one-on-one 30-minute session?
You can.
Okay. And then the couple sessions they're like, we budget 90 minutes, but we try and keep them in 60 minutes. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at session. Or maybe I don't write it in.
Don't
You can
write
always
what?
explain it. Don't write the time. Because the one-on-one sessions can be 20 to 30 minutes. The couple sessions can be 60 to 90 minutes.
I mean, your goal is to deliver a result, and sometimes it only takes a few minutes, right?
Right. That's what she said. Weekly husband one-on-one session, weekly wife one-on-one session, daily mini sessions as needed, unlimited text support. Now, all the bonuses, should I give on both packages?
It's all just content, right? Info stuff.
Yeah.
I would.
I have another question. Should we restate the bonuses for each packages or just say all packages include these bonuses?
You could break it out like that, so it's like a separate, kind of off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but just say bonus pack, and then the bonus pack is a different bonus pack.
Oh.
$400 value, and then that's broken out, itemized.
Yeah.
So it's less because you want the eyes focus to be on what they're getting with that specific offering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This whole process is really it's kind of giving me a framework on how I can pitch my funnel consulting services,
Mm-hmm.
and as an upsell to the funnelflow.io mastermind.
Yep.
And the thing is, we're going through this process with you, and it will produce results. It's not if, it's when. And
Right.
you are going to be my star client. I'm going to tell everybody about the intensive work that we went through, and look at the result.
Yep. Yep. It's going to be, I'm going to be your star video testimonial that sells all your programs for you.
Yeah.
All right. So check this out. 480 value. Okay, good. Now, I got Accelerate Transformation, 24-hour crisis prevention management coaching package, weekly couples session, weekly husband one-on-one, weekly wife one-on-one, daily mini sessions as needed, unlimited tech support, bonus pack.
Total value.
Yeah. Oh, this needs to be bold. So that's 450, 950, 12, 2200, 4080. Yep. So I still feel like, okay, daily mini sessions as needed. Do you still think that's a 950 value?
For some reason, putting the as needed in, it just feels like, it just seems like it doesn't pack the same punch. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want them to think every single day we're going to talk, regardless if you really need it or not. It's it's if you need it, it's there, it's available. But, also understand that I have a life, right? So how do you balance that? Like my whole world doesn't revolve around you, but if you need it, do not hesitate. You wouldn't ever get that from your counselor, but from me, you can get me whenever you need it.
I think that just needs to be in your presentation. The bullet point can
Mm-hmm.
remain the same.
Okay.
And you can stress, like, the difference between these two things is it's just like, as long as it takes, as often as it takes, I'm here for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are in a spot, and it sounds like you're in a spot right now, we just went through this relationship assessment, like, this is going to take some work. And if you're having this knockout, drag out fight and you can't figure out how to find the middle ground, sometimes that could happen on a Tuesday and your next session is on Thursday, and what do you do? Not talk to each other for 2 days? No, you call me right then and we work through it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to get that from your Kaiser counselor, etc., XYZ. You get 45 minutes a month, once, finite.
Right.
So if you need the intensive hand-holding, unfettered access, I'm here for you. And we're only going to meet, I don't know, I feel like that's more in the presentation side of it. And as you're tailoring and honing your pitch, if a couple's not in that spot, maybe you plug them into your group coaching, or if they're saying, we're contemplating divorce, you emphasize this package. So I see that as a differentiator. It's the unlimited access, and whatever it's going to take to get you guys through this, I'm available for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's still $1,000 difference between this one and this one, and I'm saying it's only a $950 value difference. So I think what I need to do is up the price of this one, of my $1,000 one, because I've got a $600 thing now. I think this one needs to be like $1,500. What do you say to that?
Or it could be like 600, 1,200, 2,000, or decrease your 2,000 to 1,800, or
Make this 1,200 or 1,250? 1,250.
1,250. All right, I'm 2 minutes from home. Any final thoughts?
No. Are you excited for the weekend?
It's gonna be a barn burner.
Nice.
Nobody has barns anymore, so that's a out of touch statement.
You are so out of touch. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
My brain is tired now, but I feel like I applied what I learned in the product secrets today to this
Yes,
situation.
you did.
And that's the cool thing about masterminds, and here's our summary and call to action, is we learn something. Like, I'm going to learn something and I'm going to share it. You're going to learn something, you're going to share it. Scott's going to learn something, he's going to share it. And then we're going to directly apply that to what you're doing. So we're going to learn it, we're going to execute it, and then we're going to do that in a group. So we're going to have this shared success. And when Scott's funnel blows up, not only is he going to give me a fat commission, but he is going to, I'm going to just scrape everything that we've built and I'm going to apply it to my own thing. So we do the work once and we all share in the results, right?
Sounds good.
And that's our core philosophy. Learn it, share it, do it together, and we're all going to win. So funnelflow.io/apply, that link will be live. So Scott, thank you for your time, and yeah, send me the link to this video.
Sounds good. Keep shredding.
All right, bye.
Yeah.